cancer.
Because you raised money for charity to buy a new gaming PC?
Oh no! So YouTube sent me a cut. They're like, "We're gonna take down this St. Jude shit. Here's your portion." It's like, okay, all right, thank you.
We're actually making a joke about. Never mind. We don't have to go over that guy. He's taking enough abuse. Yeah. What do you think about all this, dude?
I think you would smartly focus on the point that the Wall Street Journal applied pressure to make that charity give back that money. Poor Google and St. Jude's were just threatened by those evil Wall Street journalists.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying earlier too. You think St. Jude's was like, yeah, let's give back no, they were like, okay, please don't write an article about us.
Well, somebody did a calculation about private donations that were raised throughout the year for St. Jude's, and I think the 27 or 26,000, whatever it was that Ralph raised on the heel stream was a significant portion. I mean, like it wasn't a fraction of a percent. It was actually pretty hefty.
Yeah, I was pretty blown away by how much money Ralph raised. I didn't think it was going to get that high.
I'm really surprised that they're actually refunding charity money. That's kind of shocking to me. I'll be honest.
I thought it was. I swear, when someone donated to us earlier, we were about an hour and a half into the show. I literally, even Geek heard me. I was like, "Get out of here! They aren't doing that." And then I just moved on for the next 5 minutes.
Did you talk about the amazing coincidence that Ralph's stream was still functional, even though super chats were disabled? But it was still functional until he started talking about the history of the journalist family and the financial scam that they apparently ran.
Wait, what?
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Didn't the super chat his monetization went away?
Was still up. They had taken super chats. They had disabled super chats about an hour before the stream. I didn't even notice it until the stream had already started. But the stream was still up until we started going into her family's history, where they had to pay a settlement, plead guilty to a crime for using, I guess, foreign drugs for patients. And I think they scam Medicare as well. If you look into it, so they had to pay.
Careful, Ralph. You don't want to get Andy pulled up. You know what happens when you talk about Wall Street journalists and their connections to potential Medicaid fraud. You don't want Andy to get.
These were all published articles, right? I mean, this was just easily found through Google. Actually, my wife is the one who discovered it first off, and there's a ton of articles about her parents.
So they're scam artists and they're taking money from cancer kids. That's what you're saying.
Somebody speculated that perhaps she was bitter at St. Jude because they use FDA-approved drugs, and maybe that's where.
Who knows? Somebody might have to dig deeper on that. You never know. But it's kind of remarkable. I mean, if they'd kept the heat just on you, Ralph, know what I mean? Yeah. I think there would have been some pushback and resistance. I'm sure you would have found a workaround. But I think that by her needlessly dragging in the charity and then doing that, this is a prime example of a corporation or a company, an entity shooting itself in the foot. There's no way they're going to get good press out of this, and whether they release the article or not, I think that as it kind of spreads around, it's going to be one of those kind of media articles that people are going to be like, it's hard not to take the kill stream side on it. At the end of the day, it's $27,000 for kids with cancer. So I mean, no matter how you try to spin that, it doesn't look good to take that away from them. So I think this was a devastating miscalculation.
Well, most sane people look at that and say, well, I don't care what they said. I mean, it's $27,000 for kids with cancer, $26,000. I don't really care, who's raising that money out. I want the kids with cancer to get it. And I said just what you said earlier in the show. If they'd have just kept the heat on me, there'd be some people pissed off about it, but it wouldn't be nearly the big deal it is now when they drug St. Jude just needlessly. I mean, if you just look through our streams, there's plenty of material to use to take us down. Why even go to?
Well, and the crazy thing too is, I mean, Jared Holt watches your shit, right? I mean, he watches your show, and people. I was making jokes. Other people were making jokes about him writing articles about it the next day, and he didn't even. I think even he was somebody that realized, that's not some heat that I want to bring down on my head, fucking with charity money for kids.
But I was saying earlier, like what you said, is like, if they had just fucking focused on you, the pushback, the resistance would be from fans and this and that. But what they've done is now they gave us something where it's like everyone will back us up. No one gives a fuck about the politics over cancer kids fucking cash. Now we're fucking making hashtag WSJ kills kids trending right now. People like are actually caring about this story. You know what I mean? Whereas mainly your fans or freedom of speech fans would be a focus on your story originally. Now it's like, whoa.
Well, and I mean, here's the thing of it too: is I don't think it's the middleman with the charity processor. You know, the company that goes through before it goes to St. Jude's, and I don't think it's really St. Jude's itself. They had a month to get outraged about it. They didn't. And I don't think it's even YouTube or Google. I mean, I like shitting on their corporate culture. We've all seen the Breitbart leaks where they hug each other and talk about liberal politics. I think this is really just the Wall Street Journal wanted another, notch on their belt. They wanted another head to pike in the front yard. They tried it with PewDiePie. They tried it with just other newer media entities to try to, to find something to needle it and pick it apart to show that it's she used the terms problematic, to find something to tear it down. It's something they've done before. It's something they'll try again. And I think that everybody that kind of comes across them doing this, they're like, I don't want to fucking deal with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, and I said this earlier too, if this would have happened the day after the stream or the next week, you'd have been like, okay. And we even talked about like, okay, there's going to be some type of shitstorm, but it didn't, because they didn't really care about it until they were made to care about this, from this reporter trying to,
Now, Ralph, I hate to divert into a side issue here, but have you seen the cheerleaders? Have you seen Drolasta and Wasley and Crowd all celebrating and saying, oh, who cares? And, they're bigots. Their money should go to charity.
Wait, whoa. Wasley said this shit?
Yeah, I read it on the stream. I just read it. I put it in I put it in our.
I didn't know it was Wasley. I didn't see that shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, they're all doing their little cartwheels. I don't know about Bronx Blogger. I didn't look at his Twitter, but yeah, Drolasta was, I think, should talk.
Wasley should be fucking.
Count Dankula. Wasley was just tweeting out in the wind. Our little friend Kraut was out there. I'm sure they're all doing it. I think Shitrat though ran for cover. I don't know what he's doing.
He deactivated his account actually.
Yeah.
He's hiding. He doesn't want any part of this.
Yeah, hold on.
Take a couple weeks off from Twitter. That's literally what he tweeted out. Yeah.
Wasley's such a fucking. Oh, I hate Wasley. Such a fucking dirty fuck. Sorry, go ahead.
I was trying to find the actual tweet because somebody had put the image up of what Sharat had put out.
Yeah, it's a really weird situation. I think that journalist really miscalculated with the charity angle. And maybe JF was correct when he tweeted out earlier. He's like, I don't think they're going to actually put the article up. I think they might be maybe potentially regretting the fallout of it.
I don't think they're going to put it out at all. And I think she knew last night, or I guess it wasn't last night, sometime between 6 a.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, she privated her Twitter. Because I went through, once I saw the email, I went through and looked through her Twitter, looked at some of her stories, and I said, well, it's not really the person I want to talk to. I see where they're headed with this. When I got up at about 1 p.m. Eastern, her Twitter was privated. Everything was locked down. Somebody told me she deleted her Facebook. I think she got word back from St. Jude that they were going to be refunding these donations, and she knew what was going to happen with this. That's just my view on it. There's no way to prove.
Yeah, I haven't really followed up on what she's doing in particular. I mean, I know she protected her account, I guess.
Yes.
I haven't followed up super close on what the journalist is doing, but yeah, just watching it, kind of like I woke up this morning and I'm looking. Everybody's like, "Yeah, did you see the Killstream got hit?" And then I'm reading up on it, and it's like Wall Street Journal, really. And then looking at the articles and stuff, and I was like, "Fuck, this is fucked up," because I was looking forward to watching the midterm elections coverage, and then
we're gonna figure out something for that, but
yeah, and then out of fucking nowhere, the charity starts refunding shit, and I was like, okay, I like a good dumpster fire, I like a good shitstorm. I've always been very open about this, and I think the Wall Street Journal is self-immolated in the street covered in shit. So I think this is going to be a hell of a show.
By the way, Jared Holt wrote this. Wall Street Journal likely did its due diligence and reached people for comment on a story. And these YouTube folks who made all their money grifting off alt-right are absolutely furious right now. The stream in question was hours of Holocaust denial, and the donations were routed to St. Jude. And he quoted me, actually. He's quoting my status. Thanks, Jared, for the for that. And he goes, now they're at-ing Fox News hosts to try to get the story's attention. Wall Street Journal and Fox News are both properties of the Murdochs. That should go well for them.
Yeah,
that's actually true.
That's actually very true. But I mean, I think Keemstar said it earlier. Well, if you were a journalist, wouldn't you want to cover the charity stream? Wouldn't you want to cover Ralph Super Chats? Fair play. You want to cover this if you're a right-wing or right-leaning media outlet with the headline, Wall Street Journal denies dying children $27,000 in aid. I mean, that's the fucking headline that comes around very rarely. So
somebody
if you
has
want to talk about
up.
press coverage, Jared. That's
I put in the side chat. I put in the side chat the archive for David Sherratt's post before he deleted his account or whatever.
Hashtag WSJ kills kids is the hashtag where
that's the hashtag you went with?
How many tweets with that hashtag in it, Ralph?
Let me check again, and let's see. Let me refresh
hashtag
this.
I'm reminded, what was the Sam Hyde tweet where he said, remember these people want what was it, the one I'm talking about, the election tweet?
Yes, I do actually. They want to brainwash. Hold on, let me see if I can find the.
Jeff Holiday is shitting on this as well.
Here goes the Sam Hyde thing. Do not forget that these people want you broke, dead, your kids raped and brainwashed, and they think it's funny. That's the.
I think it's fairly apt, considering the Wall Street Journal just took $27,000 away from dying cancer. That's brilliant. That's great PR. That's their version of fuck optics. I'm going in, I guess. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, so it looks like we've had it's what well over 12,000 tweets. 10,000 in the 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. there was 10,700. So and that's in the Central Time Zone. So
that's hashtag WSJ kills kids. It's in the title of my show here. And like Jeff Holiday's jumping on now on this. Basically, everyone we fucked in the ass recently for being little fucking doxing faggots or little gay op faggots are all like, well, they just want you gone, Ralph, no matter what the consequence is, even if that includes dying cancer kids.
Hold on, is Jeff or against?
Well, here's a question for Jeff and all the other people bringing this up, and even for the Wall Street Journal. YouTube could have refunded super chats from any stream, but they refunded the ones that they don't get a portion of. All the charity money is 100% to the charity. YouTube doesn't take a cut, but the ones that YouTube does take a cut from, they kept.
Fuck, that's fucking shit.
So believe me, there are angles to this story that are going to be real entertaining over the next week as we watch people do videos and write little articles about
by the way, my wife's Twitter account just got limited, by the way.
What?
For which tweet that was for, but for a whole day, yeah.
Please stop taking money from cancer kids. Limited account. Shut up, lady. Wow, everyone keep retweeting everyone's tweets and shit, man. This is fucked up. I really hope that the media does fucking pick this up, man. They better pick this fucking up.
Way to twist your mustache there, Wall Street Journal. Jesus Christ.
You guys really did that was, even being on that side of the political spectrum, like, you have some common sense, some decency, anything.
Well, has this ever happened before to the other side? I mean, I can't remember reading an article about somebody shutting down a fucking fundraiser and refunding the money that like Antifa did or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is the first instance where I've seen this actually play out.
Damn, you're right. Well, from what I remember, if anyone knows any different, please DM me on Twitter. Let me know. The fuck?
Oh, wow. Somebody just sent me a fucking image. Holy shit. Hold on.
What, hilarious. What is it?
Hold on. I'm going to throw it in the side chat.
Okay. Should I not open it on stream?
No, totally open it on stream. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. It says the Wall Street Journal. And oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the one Jim put out.
Yeah, I put that out earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs.
a little Trudeauism in there for everybody. And here's why that's a good thing.
Holy fuck. My stomach's hurting.
Now let me ask you something, Jim. While you're here, I'm about to hop off soon because I got to figure out what we're doing tonight.
Yeah,
but what do you think about the future of super chats? How much longer before everybody's goes up?
Oh no, I was really open about this for like the past 6 or 7 months. I mean, I think it's a limited thing. Remember, I told you that I thought YouTube, Google, Alphabet, whoever you want to say is at the top in these decisions. I think they want to attract people to stream on their platform. They want to be in competition with Twitch. And so to do that, they've been very lax about it because it draws in a big crowd. And that's why you get streams that have, anywhere from 5,000 to like 100,000 people watching, depending on who's hosting it. But I said, give it like a year and a half, and you'll start to see regulations come in because they'll have the audience then, and then they can start dropping the hammer kind of like Twitch does. I think the Google moderation bot is going to be the first approach. I think they're rolling it out and testing it and seeing how it does, how it fares with large amounts of incoming chats and super chats. I'd say give that 3 months for them to really push the algorithm on what they censor, and then I say so maybe like in the next half a year, I think you're going to see the hammer drop on what you can say, when you can say it, who's allowed to stream, who's allowed to get monetized from streaming. So this would be the perfect opportunity for Plexstorm to really up it. You know what I mean? And make sure integration with Streamlabs and shit like that is working flawlessly. Make sure that everybody can jump on it. This is the perfect window for a competitor that already exists or has the ability to exist.
Yeah.
To kind of hop in and do something. Because if there's somewhere else people can go, they will go there. But yeah, I don't think it's always limited. The amount of freedom to do the shit you want to do, to say the stuff you want to say, to even now spend your money the way you want to spend it. Is fairly limited, and that window is closing every single day. I did a video a year ago called "A Bigot's Dollar," kind of talking about this in relation to ad monetization. How does that help a company? Does it hurt? Do you care where the money comes from? Do you care where the donations and sponsorships come from? So yeah, I think we're kind of in the twilight of YouTube as a monetization source for people that are trying to do that seriously. So I look for greener pastures. Maybe go to Twitch and just never say a bad word and don't fart too loudly because they'll ban your ass immediately. And if you're going to go to Plexstorm, make sure you got a great set of tits because that's going to really fucking help with that audience.
Well, Andy's been wanting to show his dick off to everybody. So
Yeah.
I mean, if we go over to Plexstorm, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, I got to jump to
Yeah, we have to end the stream too
I'm about to
anyway.
head out. Thank you, Andy,
Thanks, guys.
for hosting.
Yeah.
And, thank you, guys.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
All right, peace,
Later, man.
peace, dudes. Perfect timing.